Hello everyone, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 trucking companies to work for. Alright, before we continue any further, first of all I want you to go down here, click the subscribe button. Up here is my Instagram pages, follow them, and also right here in the middle is my Cash App. And if you feel free, please donate to this channel to keep it running. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the top 3 trucking companies to work for. Okay, guys, so at number 3, we have Shugal. What I would like to get out there first, before I talk about Shugal, is this is based on my personal reviews and my personal experience with dealing with these companies in terms of either the application process or talking on the phone with the recruiters, or it's also based on other people's reviews, and it's also based off of YouTube reviews and stuff like that, and also based off of safety records as well. So at number 3 we have Shugal. Shugal is based off in Minnesota somewhere. I forgot the name. Too lazy to check out where they are in Minnesota. But they will hire the top recruits from a CDL school that they support. So there's a lot of CDL schools out there in America right now. So if you're on a CDL school, you may get your certificate from the CDL school and everything like that. But if the CDL school is not approved by Shugal, you will not go on the team. They both offer manual and automatic trucks, mostly automatic, which still I hate. But this is like, if you're a new trucker, just got your CDL, this is the company you want to look into. They will fly you out there for training, do a test run, make sure you can drive, everything's paid for. I didn't get to go in because my CDL school was not approved by them. So there, I looked at YouTube for Shugal. They are pretty reputable. The guy on YouTube, he actually was talking about how much money he makes, and he was actually making pretty decent good amount of money. He enjoyed it. A lot of the stuff is no-touch freight, and mostly they give you a dedicated run, as far as I know. I don't often see them when I'm over the road. I don't often see that company around, like in the West Coast. They're usually just running back from Texas to Minnesota, or down to the East Coast. Well, you kind of want to stay away from the East Coast if you don't want to deal with traffic. But that's my recommendation. Number 3. Why I placed at number 3 is because I didn't get hired on when I was applying early, when I just got my CDL. So number 3 is, I heard really good reviews, good safety records, and Lisa Kelly also came and visited. Lisa Kelly is used to be Nice Road Truckers in the show. She came and visited Shugal. So yeah, number 3 is Shugal. Okay, and at number 2 we have TMC. And with TMC, I gotta tell you this. TMC is a flatbed, step deck, and RGN company. I heard people talk good about them. Their ads seem to be realistic and not anything that's like in fine print saying you get like what, 60 some cents a mile, but then when you call them, like, oh, you're getting only 27 cents. They keep their promises. I talked to drivers in truck stops of TMC. So the reason why I'm rating it number 2 out of my top 3 list is because it's a flatbed, step deck, heavy haul company, and the rest of these guys that I'm putting on there is like a reefer and dry van. So number 2, technically this company should be number 1, but since most people haul a dry van and reefer, they're placed at number 2. They should be number 1 in my list, but because there's a company better in dry van and everything, is number 2. So TMC is a good company to work for. Some of your stuff is even drop and hook. You just got to make sure that your straps and chains and everything's secure when you pick up your load. and your tarp is on. I talked to lease operators. I'm against lease operating, by the way, but lease operators do not complain. They love to pay. Drivers do not complain. Most of the places say they go to, like, they don't even have to put the tarp on. They just have to bungee the tarp down, which means when they go there, they just roll the tarp down on the ground, and a machine picks it up and drops it. They drive the trailer out, bungee it up, and they're good to go. When I did step deck and flatbed, that was the most hardest part. A lot of the companies that you go in a load at, they would not put the tarp for you when they could easily just attach it to a crane or like a little lift and just put it on. Instead they just have you drag it up there on top. That has happened before. So in a lot of places, the tarp is basically already placed for you. You just got to bungee it. So that's why you see a lot of TMC trucks, they have beautiful tarps, because people already put it on for them. The tarp job is good. Yeah, very good pay. You get good home time, good hours from that company, and they even have their own brokerage and dispatch team. So which means if you're an owner operator, you can run for yourself, but you can also find loads from them, which is a really good plus. TMC is one of the better companies to work for sure. Okay, and at number 1 is Walmart. This is based on what I heard, based on what I've seen online on the reviews. So number 1 is Walmart. It's very hard to get in there. Pay is good. They pay you even for pre-trip. Can you believe that? They even pay you for pre-trip, but you gotta have like a good ton of experience at Walmart. Their safety rating is number 1 pretty much. It's, if not number 1. I haven't checked it in a while. They have less accidents than any other company. I don't know about their transmissions on the trucks, if it's automatic or manual. Maybe it's both, but they pay the best as well. Some of the company drivers, as a company driver, get $100,000, and all they really do is they go from distribution center to distribution center, or from plant to distribution center. They barely even go to like stores. Swift does that job. Swift actually delivers to most of the department stores, but Walmart trucks, they're taken care of the best. They have no touch freight, and also they also have a lot of drop and hooks. They're treated the best. They have team options as well, and then basically it's an easy job. Well, trucking is hard in itself, but it's one of the easier companies. But it's the hardest company to enter. You got to have a clean record, clean driving record, and you also got to have good experience with no bad history at all. So Walmart is number 1 company to work for so far, and this is like a 2020. Yeah, Walmart's the number 1 company. So guys, I just want to add, I hope you guys learned from these 3 companies that I just mentioned what to expect and working in a trucking company. But yeah, these are the top 3 companies to work for, in my opinion. Starting from a newbie, from J.R. Shugal, all the way up to the top of Walmart. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.